Hey guys, welcome to Whiskey Nose Uncut, Unfiltered Christmas Edition, Scotch of the Year Edition. Yeah, you heard me right, Scotch of the Year. Today we're going to nose, taste, and go over what I think is my favorite Scotch that I've had in 2023. So without further ado, stick around. Let's get after it. Hey guys, we're back. Let's get after this Scotch of the Year for 2023. Excuse me, I'm so excited. I'm getting choked up on Whiskey Nose. This is just so good, man. And I'm just thrilled to be able to have the opportunity to have this bottle and to even review it. So let's get after it, man. Let's just nose it up, dive in. I want to thank my son and daughter-in-law for these awesome glasses. We're off a nose. You get stone fruits, whatever the hell that is. Just hard fruit, just like not cooked fruit, just stone hard fruit. Little perfume balance coming off of it. One of the things I get off this definitely real quick is a pineapple, fruity zest, sugar. When I say sugar, I don't mean brown sugar. I mean more like a cooked sugar. Yeah, maybe it is a little bit brown sugar now that I'm nosing it a little harder. Vanilla, a little chocolate, smoky for sure. So it's peated. I'll let you in on that much. It's heavily peated. A little oak coming through, just a shade, just a little bit of oak. The peat is just rolling with the brown sugars, the pineapple. Very pleasant. Yeah, if you can see the color of that, man, it's just beautiful. Ah, love this so much. A little earthy leather. Yeah, the peat and leather are starting to blend together. Just a little bit. Not a lot of oak, but just a little bit of oak note. Yeah, definitely that vanilla starts to come forward now. Exciting. I'm just thrilled. I love this so much. Smoky, like I said, a lot of good smoky peat. Vanilla. All right, let's have a taste, guys. Cheers and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Here we go. Oh, yeah, man. Leads with the peat. A lot of viscosity in this on the palate on the first sip. Earthy notes starting to come through. Leather now on the finish. Yeah, definitely. I'm leading with the leather. Vanilla, chocolate. It just coats the palate. From start to finish. Complex. The finish is peaty leather. It's hot. A little bit of hot. Tangy, warm. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely getting that pineapple brown sugar now on the nose, and I think that's what you're supposed to get out of this. And I'm digging it. I can understand why a lot of the other channels are when they review this are getting that note. A lot of depth. Yeah, this glass is really complex, man. Just once you get through the peat, once you break the peat apart, once you divide that out, once you split the Red Sea there, you definitely get that brown sugar on the nose, barrel, that vanilla starting to kick a little bit. Yeah. Beautiful. It just I'm a peat nut, so hey, start throwing your guesses in the comments. Yeah, very much gets heavier, gets thicker on the palate. Definitely getting that heavy leather note on this. Uh, not a tobacco note at all. More chocolate leather than anything. Uh, for sure. Yeah, definitely that fruit, that solid fruit is still there on the palate. Yeah, it's just solid, man. The finish is just heavy. The peat starts to dissipate at the end, and you start to get that fruity sugar note. It just goes on and on. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Little insight on this before we let you have the cat out of the bag or the elf out of the bag. Since it's Christmas, it's 9 years old. This one is distilled in 2012. I'll give you that much. Yeah, it's just very warming. Uh, Comes across with that great leather note on this scotch. Uh, Very smoky now. I can get that smoky flavor coming across off that smoked peat. It's just loads of vanilla, chocolate. Yeah, this is so good. So good. Mm. All right, guys. I'm going to add a couple drops of water and we'll go back at it again and see if it changes anything. So between now and then, stick around. Check this out. Hey guys, thanks for checking out the channel. Be sure to click the link in the description, and there it is at the bottom of the screen. Check out the Whiskey Nose merch site. If you'd like to help support the channel and show your love for Whiskey Nose, get over there and get the shirts. Email me if you like the Golden Glens, whiskeynose21@gmail.com. Check it out. All right, guys, we're going to add just a couple drops of water. 3 total from the dripper. The Whiskey Nose dripper. Let's do it one more time. Let's nose it up. The water's brought down the peat note. The heat is definitely kind of separated itself. 110.4. Let you in on that. Nowhere near that on the nose now with the 3 drops of water. Definitely still getting the vanilla. Leather note is dropped. Oh, man, so good. I wish I had 3 of these damn things. Let's have another taste with the water. Oh my gosh. Bear with me. The water has dropped the peat note down, has dropped the proof down to where I'm getting, golly, the finish on this. So good. So good. All right. Time to let the cat out of the bag. Here we go. What this is, my favorite scotch for 2023 is hands down the Port Charlotte, heavy peated SCO1 from 2012, UK edition. This baby comes in at 110.4. Single malt Scotch whiskey. Cask Exploration Series. Dude, I'm telling you what. This is so good. Vanilla, brown sugar, leather, peat notes. Water just kind of brings it down just a shade, just kind of cools and calms it out. Finish keeps going. I'm sorry, I'm not talking a lot. It's just the finish keeps going. I want to savor this. So good. That nose is with that Port Charlotte and that heavy peat. It just kind of explores your senses. One more taste, guys. Then we'll break it down. Just gorgeous. It's just a beautiful finish. Sherry. My God. That is so good. All right, guys, final breakdown. Let's get on with it. Let's do final breakdown. 1 out of 5 on the nose. Now, granted, this is with the water, and I know what it's like without it. The nose is at least a 4.5 out of 5. Like I said, you get that brown sugar, you get that hard berry, you get that little bit of leather note, a little vanilla, just a shade of barrel comes across. One more taste on the palate. Smooth. It rises on the front end, levels out mid palate, and on the finish, it just kind of explodes a little bit. That peat note is gassed down. There's not a lot of salt to it. It's not salty for me at all. The sugar notes overrun the salt that you can get from that peat, but it's just very smooth on the back end. Yeah, definitely there. The peat note is still very dominant. It's heavily peated. Of course, it's going to be there. Duh. But it's just such a light tone. It doesn't over exceed anything on the palate, on the peat. It makes you get that leather. It pulls it back in. It gets you that brown sugar back in. This is a very easy crushable drinker, which is a problem. If you can find this bottle, usually it's about between $90 and $110. Probably 75 pounds. How you like that? I threw that in there. 75 pounds overseas. There's websites for overseas stuff that you can find this bottle. I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's 9-year. And the way it coats the palate, I think you would agree on the 9-year. You believe that the age is there on the palate? I do like it. Now that I've gone with the water and without, I like it a little bit better with a couple drops of water. And I'll just tell you why, because it tones down the mid to late palate to where it brought the peat notes down and you get more of the vanilla, the barrel, the brown sugar, and the fruitiness of it. It works more together. It binds itself better than it did without the water. Without the water, it kind of had everything going certain directions on the palate. With the 3 drops of water, and I probably had 1.5 ounces when I dropped the water in it, the 3 drops. It kind of just brought it all back together. So, like I said, on the palate, I give this like a 4.8 out of 5. I just think it's phenomenal. I got a little bit left here. Let's just go ahead and do the deal. A little peppery. Back in explosion. Mid to late palate, back in explosion. Like I said, all those notes are still there. Leather, vanilla, brown sugar, fruity. Yeah, this is a 150% recommendation from Whiskey Nose, Marty. So if you can see that SCO1 right there, Port Charlotte, it's a hitter. It's a damn hitter. I'm going to back this up when I can, and maybe too deep. So, guys, thank you for watching. If you haven't yet joined Patreon, jump over there, join Patreon, support the channel, support the spread shirt if you can, wear the Whiskey Nose stuff. Tonight, we're going with Livewire Whiskey Chug Loaf Christmas shirt. Get over there to Livewire Whiskey, check those guys out. And until next time, guys, this is something else. Cheers, guys.